Hey, it's TaxQuips time from TaxMama.com. Today, TaxMama wants to talk to you about filing your tax return before you have all the information and to address all the money you're going to need by April 18th. Well, my friends, stop. Just please stop. TaxMama is getting more questions than ever from people who have already filed their tax returns, then learned about missing W-2s, 1099s, investment income, or whatever. Really? You didn't know about that extra $10,000 you earned? Or the extra $30,000 of gambling winnings you didn't report on the original return? Or that Schedule K you were expecting, probably every year? Or the $50,000 IRA or 401k distribution you took? Or who's going to know about this if not you? Sure, you can amend your tax return after you file it, but before you can amend, you have to wait for the tax return to be fully processed and for your refund to be issued if there is one, or the balance to be posted and/or paid. When there are discrepancies, it can take the IRS months to process the original tax return. Then, when you do file the amended return, even electronically, expect to wait more than 20 weeks because as of March 12th, 2022, the IRS said they had 2.2 million unprocessed Forms 1040X. On the other hand, if you wait an extra 2 or 3 weeks to file, your tax return will be processed more quickly because the IRS won't find discrepancies and your full refund will be issued to you sooner. Now, what if you figured out that you owe more money? Do you really want to wait weeks or months to amend and pay all of those extra penalties? Well, you don't really have a choice, do you, about filing? But you can avoid the penalties by paying the balance you owe. Pay online only. Remember how far behind the IRS is on processing paper. So use the irs.gov/payments link. Be very careful to specify year 2021 and tax form 1040 for last year's balance due. Now, we are rapidly coming up on April 18th, so you may also have a first quarter estimated tax payment due. Use the same online payment system. This time, be careful to specify tax year 2022 and tax form 1040ES for this year's estimated tax payments. Now, along with last year's balance due and this year's estimated tax payment being due, any contributions you want to make to your IRA, Roth, or traditional must also be funded by April 18th of this year. That may turn out to be a lot of money. Do you have that much money set aside? If not, you have about 3 weeks to pull it together. Don't feel too bad. One of my clients had to come up with nearly $90,000, but that also included some smart planning to fund his retirement account. Remember, we're in a different world this decade. With all the logistical changes due to COVID-19 staffing and operations, the IRS is trying to create more electronic self-service tools and phone bots to help taxpayers avoid sitting on the phone lines for hours only to get a hang-up in the end. I encourage you to take advantage of the electronic tools as much as possible. And remember, you can find answers to all kinds of questions about taxes and business issues and EA education free. Where else? At TaxMama.com.